Saudi Arabia underwater. A severe storm that began on August 27th, 2025, turned heavy rains and strong winds into a nationwide crisis that is still unfolding. The first province struck was Muhayil Asir, where torrential rains triggered flash floods from Wadi al-Hamada. The water swept through neighborhoods and surged into the city center. Entire streets disappeared. Videos captured cars lifted from the ground and dragged through narrow roads, headlights glowing underwater as shops and homes filled with water. This marks the third time in 7 years that downtown Muhail has been flooded. Yet no major flood control projects have been built. Local authorities only resurfaced roads that keep getting submerged. While Muhail drowned, Jazan faced its own nightmare. Powerful gusts battered Baish, Adarb, and Subya, ripping apart rooftops and leaving entire neighborhoods silent. Heavy rain flooded roads and alleys, trapping families inside their homes. Civil defense deployed rescue teams and traffic patrols, but the storm was relentless. The numbers told the story. Jazan recorded the kingdom's heaviest rainfall, 35 millimeters in Samba, 24 in Damad, and over 23 in Abu Arish. On social media, terrifying videos showed palm trees bending violently, power lines swaying, and thunder so loud it shook windows. Further north in Al-Baha, the storm unleashed a different kind of destruction. Lightning repeatedly struck cell towers, cutting off communications. Roads flooded, power failed, and public infrastructure was damaged. The center of Jarb, in Alakik Governorate, was among the hardest hit. Entire districts were plunged into darkness as mudslides blocked roads. Municipal crews rushed to clear mud and debris, but constant rain quickly overwhelmed all efforts. The scale became undeniable. More than 51 monitoring stations reported rainfall across 6 regions in just 24 hours, including Makkah, Medina, Asir, Jazan, Nadran, and Al-Baha. By August 29th, the National Meteorological Center had issued alerts for 8 regions, covering much of Makkah, including the holy capital, as well as Taif, Al-Lith, Al-Qanfuta, and parts of Riyadh and Nadran. Forecasts warned of more heavy rains, thunderstorms, hail, dust storms, and dangerous flash floods. In Riyadh, strong winds lifted massive clouds of dust and sand, reducing visibility and choking traffic. Civil defense urged citizens to stay in safe areas, avoid valleys, and follow official updates on TV, radio, and social media. But for many, the warnings came too late. Families were already battling the destruction left behind in Muhayil, Jazan, and Al-Baha. Floods persisted across multiple cities, with unstable electricity in rural areas and blocked roads in several provinces. New videos online showed cars piled up in Muhail, rivers of water rushing through Jazan, and lightning storms illuminating Al-Baha's night sky. Residents remain nervous, preparing for another wave of rain as forecasts stretch into the following week. Saudi Arabia now faces a stark reality. This was not an isolated storm, but part of a growing pattern of extreme weather in recent years. Climate shifts across the Middle East have made each storm stronger and more unpredictable than the last. The questions are unavoidable. How many more storms will it take for real defenses to be built? And how many disasters must repeat before the country is prepared? Today, while waters slowly recede, devastation remains. Streets are gone, families displaced, and cities bracing for an uncertain future. Authorities keep emergency brigades in the field, but admit current measures are not enough to face the scale of future storms. The kingdom stands at crossroads. Invest in flood control projects or risk reliving this tragedy again and again. The storm has passed, but doubts remain. Citizens demand answers, and Saudi Arabia's climate future depends on how fast it acts to protect its people.